At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Acrisure Stadium. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate, but these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And another Madden Ultimate Team contest is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He's got it deep downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. Still has room inside the 15. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Another carry for him. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Here are the Seahawks getting ready for a 2-point try.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Snack.
Trying for it on the ground. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Reload, reload. Trap 60, trap 60. Say, hurt. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Maverick, 60 Maverick, Buffalo 18.
Throwing is Willis. And his first pass falls incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready? No, no. Hut.
They'll run it here. It's James Conner. Across the 45 and still going. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Right back to Conner. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go, shot.
It's Conner again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming.
Let's go now.
They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of one. Neither side separating much so far. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this.
On the ready.
It's Steelers ball as we return for the second. And they have to be thinking points here.
19 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 Pioneer. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
3rd down from the gun. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Ready.
The Steelers calling their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Dicker connects there. And that gets them back within 5.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
From his own end zone, here we go. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. May now. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25.
Oh, the QBs in this league, they love their slot guys. We see it all over the NFL, that close relationship between quarterback and slot receiver. They play in such chemistry. But then when you get a defender that can get in the middle of it and mix it up and read and react in that kind of way, you get interceptions right out of the slot. That is a job well done.
7 Pirates. Ready.
Here's Willis. Makes the connection to James Conner. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Ready, set.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready, ready. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
From the 17. Brought in left side by Jones. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Willis now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Go! Cougar 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go!
Here's Willis to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure.
Check, check.
The Steelers at a deficit.
Hey. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mustang 19. Hurt. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. He'll get this one to Connor. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
Gravity Lions. Street. Panther 11, Dragon 60.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Not helping themselves with that penalty, and now lining up for a tougher 4th and goal.
Here we go. Panther 60. Trap 60.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the ground game here. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. All right, I think we know what's happening. They're going to continue running it until this clock runs out. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. That's Patrick Peterson. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Penalty moves him closer, and they're going to try to convert this one on 4th. Trying to throw for it with May. He's on the move. He connects downfield on 4th. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. One final shot before halftime. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
One last play before the break.
Chop alert, chop alert. Ready? Hook.
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Smash, smash. Come on, set. Let go.
Ready to start this drive with Connor. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Back on 80. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Here we go, set. Ready.
2nd and 10 now. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Let's go now. Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Get it.
They kick the running back in motion. Willis to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. A give right side to Connor. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Looks like a 9-yard gain, and they'll now have a much shorter 3rd and 5 coming up.
Let's go. 19 Lions. Cup 19, 18 Pioneer. 70 Timberwolf.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
19 Tiger, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready. 7 Pirates. 79 Bronco, Warriors, 70. 70 Ranger. Mustang 19. Riggs. Go.
Throw on 3rd down. Finds Laporta. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
60 Eagles. Panther 11. Dragon 60. Trap 60. Check. Panther. 60 Bobcat. Hey. Check that. Lightning 18. 18 Rattler. 18. Ready.
He's back to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
And he's tackled for a short gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. May. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Now on 4th down, A.J. Cole headed out to handle the punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. That's grabbed at the 10. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter.
On the set.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set. Maverick. 60 Maverick. They smash. Buffalo 18.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Cougar 19. 19 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Another throw coming on 2nd and 10. Jones reels it in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. They get an even 10 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 18 Pioneer. 19 tight. 19 tight. Alert. Alert. Let go.
Willis escapes the pocket. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Seahawks pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
May on 1st and 10. Caught near the pylon. And he gets it to the 1, but goes out just before the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. Here's the Seahawk offense ready for another shot at 2 points. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Rig it. Ready.
Running left, it's Connor. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Offense up to the line fast.
70 Lions. Ready?
2nd and 6 now. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
That's complete. Here's Connor. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's a Steelers first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers trailing by 11. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
70. Come on, set! Seven Pirates! Check, smash, check, 79 Broncos!
Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. Here we go, set. Rig alert. 70 Ranger. Mustang 19.
To throw, here's Willis. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so good.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards.
19 Tiger. Panther 11. Set up.
He'll throw it yet again. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Reload. Bronco switch.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. 1st and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty.
No! Unlock line! 60 Eagle! Check! Go!
Running it after the penalty. Is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a James Conner touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle, well, it can mean a touchdown.
Back to throw. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. And with 10 seconds left in this game, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
Offensive coordinator. All the time. Big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with the West Coast trip, they played their game, and they're taking this victory back east with them.